everybody, welcome to Matt's Metal Show, and today we're gonna do the gut reaction of Ozzy's new album, Patient Number 9. We had a couple of songs for a couple of months now. We had the title track, we had Degradation Rolls, and I think they just released another song a couple of days ago. What was it? Was it One of Those Days? Can't remember. Anyways, I got the album probably an hour ago. Went ahead, went on Amazon, downloaded it, and I was like, yeah, so gut reaction time, the new Ozzy album. I will tell you, Ozzy played on Thursday at the halftime show at SoFi Stadium for the Rams and Bills, where the Bills stepped on the Rams like narcs at a biker rally. Let's trade away Von Miller. Yeah, that's a good idea. And I will tell you, man, Ozzy came up out of the stage. He's got this little back brace that holds him in place. So he's pretty much animatronic. Andrew Watt was there with his bleach blonde skull cap hair, and he's wearing like black pajamas, and he looked like a total poser. I wanted to punch him in the throat. That guy just gets on my fucking nerves, man. I just want to fucking beat that guy with a fucking stick. He's such a fucking tool. I will tell you, like, it seemed very fucking like dubbed. It seemed fucking totally lip sync. When you listen to the track, and you can look it up on YouTube, I just watched it, and Ozzy's voice is fucking flawless. It sounds exactly like the fucking track. So I'm pretty sure that was dubbed. Then Zach came out like about halfway through that song, but he didn't play. He was just kind of standing on behind the drum riser. And then they did Crazy Train. And, you know, Ozzy's like, raise your hands, you know. But other than that, dude, it sounded like the whole performance was fucking recorded, you know. It was cool, but, you know, it was... Ozzy's up there. He comes out of the stage on this little platform, and then he just performs, and then he went like back down into the stage. Like they just put him back in the box. I don't know. It was fucking weird, man. And then he did an interview on Good Morning America the other day with Sharon. And if you see Sharon, Sharon's starting to look like the fucking Joker. This bitch has had so much fucking plastic surgery now. She's just how she looks fucking scary. And Ozzy just he's just hanging on, dude. You know, they try and paint a good face and say, oh, you know, Ozzy's doing amazing. He was like, I get tired. His mobility's not good. He has fucking Parkinson's, though. But he just had this neck surgery because I guess they put plates in his neck. Remember back on the fucking... Osbournes, when some brilliant fucking person decided to let Ozzy ride a fucking quad back in England, and he ate shit and almost fucking killed himself. He had to have neck surgery, and they had to put plates in his fucking neck. And then a lot of times those surgeries, because I know people that have gotten plates and shit, a lot of times those things start to move after a while. The screws start to come up out of your bones and stuff. I know my pops, he fucked his leg up and he had this screw and literally his fucking tendon was twanging on it like a fucking guitar pick. Bang, bang, and they had to go back in and fix that shit. Well, the same shit was up with Ozzy as he was having all this fucking pain and shit because it was basically these plates had come loose and they were grinding on his fucking spinal cord. So they went in and fixed that so he can lift his fucking head up and shit. But he's very feeble. He's trying to work his way back on stage. He did a thing with Tony Iommi in Birmingham. He did Paranoid. Um, Same thing. Came up out of the stage. He's got this little back prop, so he's like, it's like a doll stand. It is. I mean, they're afraid he's gonna fall and kill himself because he can't move very well. But hey, I don't know, man. It seemed very much like that was a recorded show. Because I'll tell you, man, if it wasn't, Ozzy's voice is suddenly just so improved that it's fucking amazing. Maybe he needed to get Parkinson's to knock his voice back into fucking perfection. I mean, it sounded like Sabbath in '74 kind of Ozzy, where he could fucking sing and sing like. But it sounded note for note from the album. And then Andrew Watt's up there acting like he's a rock star wearing his fucking black pajamas. Fucking wanted to step on him. Yeah. His backing band was the dude from, Jane's Addiction, the bass player. Tommy Koufatos, who played Tommy Lee on the beginning of the Stadium tour. Koufatos. And then Andrew Watt. And then Zach. And Zach came out like a big fucking like Odin with his big fucking Thor beard and shit, and whipping his head around and stuff. But it really seemed like it was not fucking live at all. So, but hey, man, I got degradation. I got patient number 9 dropped, so I popped it on, man. I was like, okay, let's check this out. I really like so the first single, got reaction time here. The first single was the title track, Degradation or Patient. I don't know why I have fucking Degradation fucking rules stuck in my fucking head, but we'll get to that. Patient number 9. We finally learned some of the mystery, and some of the mystery we don't know. Okay, so if you look it up, there's some info here and there, and I haven't really deep dived, so it's hard to tell you what fucking song like Taylor Hawkins played on. It just said he played drums on the album. It doesn't say like what particular fucking song. Like I said, I haven't done a deep dive into this. Josh Homme, though, from fucking Them Crooked Vultures and fucking Queens of the Stone Age, plays guitar on here. So Andrew Watt does not play guitar on this fucking album. Thank God. Even though he wrote all the fucking songs, right? But he doesn't play guitar on the album. It's Josh Homme from Queens of the Stone Age, right? Boom, boom, boom. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Who else plays on here? Rob Trujillo and Duff McKagan play bass. Doesn't tell you which is which or when is where and why and who. Chris Chaney, he plays bass too. So there's 3 fucking bass players on this album. Don't know who played what or where, but yeah. Chad Smith and Taylor Hawkins played drums, so we don't know where and why. Now, it's weird because if you look up the songwriting credits on Wikipedia, it says all tracks are written by Ozzy Osbourne except where noted. And then it says, like, the first track, Patient number 9, and the track Degradation Rolls. It says those 2 tracks were written by Osbourne, Watt, Smith, and Trujillo. And then all the other songs, it says, were just written by Ozzy. Now, of course, it's fucking Wikipedia, so, some tool out there wouldn't keyed that in. But if you look up, I look up Lyric Genius when I'm fucking getting lyrics for a fucking album, and it says, all the fucking tracks basically are written by, Andrew Watt. Who is it? Andrew Watt, some chick named Ali Tamposi. It's some chick. I'll put her picture up here if I can find it. Andrew Watt, Chad Smith, Ozzy, and Tony Iommi. Well, Tony supposedly wrote that fucking song, which is no escape from now. But man, like I said, there's not a ton of info on here. It's like I don't have the physical album, so I don't know if it physically tells you who plays on what. But a bunch of guest stars, of course, mostly guitar solos. But the album opens with Patient Number 9. It's a cool song. 721. It's a bit long for an Ozzy song, but it's a good song. It's kind of wormed its way into my heart. So I'm not getting out of here alive, right? Because I'm patient number 9. It's got Jeff Beck doing the guitar solo on it. I know the video was done by Todd McFarlane, and there's like the animated demons were like Ozzy drawings that were animated and brought to life. So it's a fucking cool song. Immortal's the second song. It's got Mike McCready from Pearl Jam is the fucking feature on that one for the guitar solo. It's a fucking vampire song, and it's pretty fucking cool. I fucking dug it. So far, like 2 in a row that I actually liked. I'll tell you, like, without Andrew Watt playing on this, maybe I'm a little bit more open-minded because I can't fucking stand that guy. I mean, he fucking, like, wrote songs with Justin Bieber. Played on Miley Cyrus albums. I don't mind those people, but what the fuck is this guy doing on an Ozzy album? Like, he's a poser. Don't fucking want him on there, but, he's a hot commodity, so, they want him, fucking involved with Ozzy, apparently. But Immortal, it's a fucking cool song. It's got some fucking hooks to it, and that's what I noticed so far about this album is, man, it's got fucking hooky lyrics. I don't know who the fuck wrote the lyrics. I know it wasn't fucking Ozzy, because he doesn't write fucking lyrics. And I don't think at this point in Ozzy's feeble-ass life has he suddenly discovered the urge to fucking write lyrics. I fucking highly doubt that. But who fucking knows who wrote this shit? But it's fucking catchy and it's fucking good. The fucking third song is Parasite. Fuck, it's good, man. And I'm like, fuck. Because with Ordinary Man, it's fucking hurricane season, so it's fucking raining outside. It's like, yesterday was like raining in 87 degrees. That always makes for fun, right? You could cook shit in your fucking clothing. Yeah. But it's fucking with my fucking sinuses, fucking getting me congested. Fucking hate that shit. So, drink a little Red Bull. With 2020's Ordinary Man, the first 2 singles were good, Under the Graveyard and like Straight to Hell. The third single, Ordinary Man with Elton John, when that came out, I was like, yeah, it was alright, kind of cool. But then when I got the album, man, I realized, like, I listened to that album and I was like, those were the 3 strongest tracks on the album. Well, 2 of them, and then Ordinary Man. Ordinary Man just because it had Elton John like 30 years too late, right? So I was kind of fucking worried about that because, like, I liked fucking Patient Number 9. Degradation Rules was kind of silly because Ozzy talking about jacking off, which Ozzy should not do because he's not in the fucking prime of his life. You definitely break something. I worried. Because I was like, oh, what if these are the 2 strongest tracks on the album? The rest of the album sounds like fucking Ordinary Man. Because I did not like Ordinary Man. I thought Ordinary Man was like Andrew Watt trying to fucking be grandiose and trying to make Ozzy sound like not Ozzy. And you listen to the album, it's just fucking noisy. It's got a bunch of bullshit fucking productions over the fucking top. Ozzy's computerized voice is fucking bullshit. I mean, I could have fucking sang on that album and it would have sounded just like Ozzy. So I worried about that. But so far, fuck, man, I popped it on and first song, this, the title track's great. I like it. And then fucking Immortal was fucking catchy, man. And I was like, I like it. I don't love it, but I like it. And I can tell, like, probably in another listen, I'll fucking love it. And then you get to Parasite, which has Zach does the solo on it. And it's really fucking good. The fucking lyrics are super catchy and it's fucking good. And I'm like, what the hell? Then you get to the fourth track, and it's called No Escape From Now, and it features Tony Iommi, and he gets writing credit. I don't know if he gets writing credit just because he did the solo. I'm not sure. Now, the thing that's distracting about this, like Jeff Beck's solo in the first song's cool. Mike McCready's solo's cool. The Zach solo sounds like Zach. The solo Tony Iommi does on this song literally is like 2 bars. It's like super short, and it's not fucking mind blowing. Like, it's not. It's not. So you're kind of like, was that it? The fucking riff is totally infectious. It starts off with this kind of kind of fucking Sabbath fucking feel. Totally feels like Sabbath. Ozzy's fucking vocals are kind of wispy and weird. And then it goes into this fucking song, and the song is fucking glorious. The fucking riff is fucking great. Sounds like a fucking Iommi riff. And we all know fucking Tony's the riff master, right? Well, he is and he isn't. On the early Sabbath, he was. But there's a lot of Sabbath albums in between that you'd be hard pressed to fucking pull a couple of riffs out of there that were fucking iconic. But this is a fucking great fucking song, man. Fucking No Escape. 4 fucking bangers in a row. Well, Immortal's working on me. It's getting there. But like, Patient Number 9 and Parasite and fucking No Escape from Tomorrow or from Now. No Escape from Now is fucking banger. So far I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Ow! All right, moving on. Song number 5 is called One of Those Days. Like, one of those days where I don't believe in Jesus. The song features Eric Clapton. And it's funny because, like, I was reading one reviewer and he said, this album just sounds like Ozzy and a bunch of his mates. Well, Eric Clapton's not Ozzy's mate. In fact, he's nobody's mate, I don't think. He's kind of a douchebag. He almost didn't do this song because it mentions Jesus, but I guess he contributed the guitar, which sounds great. It's a cool little Eric Clapton-y kind of fucking feel to it, so it's kind of cool. I dig this fucking song. It's another fucking great song. It's very catchy, and fucking dig it, man. Then we kind of move into this little lull. 1,000 Shades, which has Jeff Beck again on the guitar. That song sounds like 100 other Ozzy songs. It's just that kind of slow, ballady kind of fucking song you've heard on every fucking Ozzy album since the dawn of fucking Zakk Wylde. It's alright. The solo that Beck does, it's cool. The next song is called Mr. Darkness, and it's a trippy song because you're like, it's like Ozzy singing like from a fan writing him, and they're like suicidal. I mean, that's what I got from it. Either that or it's Ozzy writing to the devil. Pretty sure though, it feels like it's like a fan that totally worships fucking Mr. Darkness, Ozzy, and and Ozzy doesn't give a fuck because he doesn't fucking know you. And it's kind of dark, but it's not awesome. It's cool. So far, nothing on here has made me totally fucking cringe. The previous song, like, it's filler. It is. Thousand Shades. It's fucking, there's a thousand shades of darkness. And then Mr. Darkness. A lot of darkness on this album. The subject matters fucking. I mean, I guess Ozzy's not afraid now of fucking people offing themselves listening to his fucking songs. So fight the power. But Zach Wild plays the solo on it. In fact, the next three songs feature Zach. It's all right. And then Nothing Feels Right. Another fucking gun in the mouth, choking on my blood fucking song. So there's a little darkness on this fucking album, little fucking suicidal thoughts. Don't go and watch my show and off yourself. Do not do that. Time out. Take a fucking drink a Red Bull. Get some fresh air. Do your fucking yoga or whatever the fuck you need to do to get your mind back on track. But apparently, Ozzy's got a little darkness in there. That one also too features Zach. That one feels a bit choppy. So did Mr. Darkness. It just felt a little choppy. Like it was kind of pieced together. Mr. Darkness, though, it does this like pre-solo, or Zach does this little, and then it goes back into the bridge, and then it goes back into the fucking solo, and you're just like, that felt kind of abrupt, you know. But so far, like I said, man, so far I'm getting way better vibes than I did with Ordinary Man. Even the songs that don't really catch me right away, they're not awful like Ordinary Man. So that's always a fucking good thing. Wow! On to the next song. So the next song we have number 9, and it's the final song to feature Zach on the album, and it's called Evil Shuffle. It's very stark. It's got this like jam, and then Ozzy sings jam, and Ozzy sings jam, and Ozzy sings. It's kind of catchy. It's not like, oh my god, but like it's my first listen. So, Evil Shuffle, about like it's about like a murderer, like a fucking serial killer or something. It's the madman inside him. It's fucking cool, but it didn't blow me away. But it's kind of trippy because it's like really fucking heavy, and then it's like heavy lyrics, heavy lyrics, heavy lyrics. It's almost like bam, bam, bam. It's like a Sabbath song, kind of, where it's like heavy on the riff, and then Ozzy sings. Heavy on the riff, and then Ozzy sings. They kind of trade back and forth. So that song might grow on me when I give it more listens. Then we get to the second single, Degradation Rules, featuring Tony Iommi with his erratic guitar solo. It sounded like he was having a fucking stroke. Maybe he was. Maybe Tony's doing cocaine again. Degradation rules. Join the other fools. The song's grown on me. Subject matter: Ozzy's not in his 30s anymore. He's 70 something. I don't need to hear a song about him watching fucking RedTube and jacking off. But it's a pretty fucking cool song. I fucking dig it mostly because of the fucking harmonica, because Ozzy fucking wails harmonica on it, so it feels like Sabbath-y, plus it's got Tony on it, so Feels kind of Sabbathy. And then we got Dead and Gone. The last three songs on this album are fucking filler. They are. Dead and Gone, when you listen to it, it sounds like 100 other Ozzy songs that you've heard in the past. You know, that kind of song where it's like, that's alright. It's cool. It doesn't really have a riff, but then it kind of has a riff kind of underneath. It's not very memorable. And then when you get into God Only Knows, I like the lyrics of God Only Knows. Um, it's kind of dark and kind of I'd rather burn in hell than fade away, right? Um, but that's fucking filler. And then the very last song is called Dark Side Blues, all in capital letters. Um, it's just this little minute 48 weird bayou fucking bluesy weird fucking Ozzy singing fucking bayou blues with fucking Andrew Watt. Well, he didn't play on the album, but it's just one of those album enders that let's fucking throw it on. It'll be like campy and kind of fucking weird. It's like at the end of fucking The Writ where they play Blow on a Jug. Ozzy and Bill Ward, they play Blow on a Jug, Blow on a Jug. Listen to it. It's the very last thing on fucking Sabotage. Blow on a Jug. That's kind of how that is. It's just kind of a throwaway track. Kind of sounds like they're all sitting on some porch in the middle of the bayou in fucking Mississippi, playing on a fucking with a string jug band and shit like that, you know, playing a wash tub. All in all, man, patient number 9. Kind of excited for it. Gave it a full listen. It's not. There's nothing on there that makes me fucking cringe like the last fucking album. Knowing that Andrew Watt's not actually playing guitar, even though he wrote the fucking songs, makes me feel a little better. Don't really give a fuck about all the little guitar solos and shit from all these people. Don't really fucking care. I'm more about like the structure of the song and is it catchy and am I gonna remember it? Not, oh, that fucking guitar solo by fucking Eric Clapton was fucking amazing. There's nothing on here by any of those guitar players that would be considered their best work ever. So I'm just saying. But there's some fucking great songs like right out of the gate, man. Patient number 9's fucking awesome. Parasite's fucking awesome. No Escape from Now is fucking awesome. One of those days is fucking really good. And Degradation Rules. Those are my favorites so far. Towards the end of the album, like Dead and Gone and God Only Knows feels like filler, and then the little throwaway track, Dark Side Blues, like, you know, it's like a tongue-in-cheek thing. It's probably wasn't necessary. And then there's some songs in the middle that they might catch me, maybe, you know, like Evil Shuffle. It might hook on, and I might eventually love that. But this is probably the first Ozzy album since probably Down to Earth. I'm gonna say Down to Earth, where I actually enjoyed listening to it and I didn't feel weird about it. Black Rain took me forever to get into like the 3 songs that I actually like off that album. Scream was fucking garbage, and Ordinary Man had 2 fucking great songs, 1 decent song, and the rest was shit. So far this album's got like 5 fucking songs out of the fucking 13 that are on here that I fucking think are really fucking good. So, kudos to fucking Ozzy. Hopefully he fucking survives long enough to fucking go out on tour. I know people will lose their mind. And it was funny because I was talking to somebody. I just got a new Ozzy shirt the other day, and it's got the bat from, not the other day, but it's been about a month or so. And it's got the bat from Speak of the Devil on it. I wore it on a couple of my shows. Oh, this shirt right there. apparently there's a fuck ton of people out there that have never seen Ozzy. So like to them, like he's like this mythical creature. Like I ran into this guy because I was wearing this shirt, and he like stopped me. He's like, "Oh my god, I almost got a chance to see Ozzy." But Ozzy's postponed his farewell tour for like 3 years now. So there are those people out there that have never seen Ozzy. I've seen Ozzy a bunch of times, maybe like 4 or 5 times, I think. Like 4 times. Um, you know, watched him do jumping jacks, pace around on the stage like a crazed animal. Now he just stands there because he can't move, so he's got a little thing running up his back so he can move. But so far though, patient number 9, man, I fucking dig it. So it's cool. Still digesting that fucking Megadeth album, The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead. Digging that too. Seeing a lot of people like lose their fucking mind over that album. This one guy on my last comments, man, he was like, "This is a top 3 Megadeth album." I don't know if I'd go that far. It's a solid fucking album though, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going top 3 Megadeth. But we shall see. But this Ozzy album, it's definitely so far like the best thing since fucking Down to Earth that I've heard from Ozzy. So, um, those 3 albums in the middle of that, you know, Black Rain and fucking Scream and fucking Ordinary Man, you know. But this is the first album in a lot of years that I'm like excited to listen to, and it's kind of fun. Ozzy's voice is mechanically manipulated, but fight the power. He's fucking feeble, man. You listen to the interview with him on Good Morning America, and he's like, "Her Chuck Charlie, she's guys all fucked up." But apparently he had some good days, good enough to record some fucking songs, and so far I dig it. So yeah, everybody stay metal out there and listen to some Ozzy today.